tell by the title, I'm the obsessed movie man. O.M.M. I'm here to tell the review of a movie I saw. A movie about a green gecko voiced by Johnny Depp. And that review is... Yes, Rango. I've just seen the movie Rango, and I'm going to give my honest opinions of it. And no, you won't have to listen to me do the guitar ever again. I promise. Anyway, Rango is basically the story of a pet lizard who is unnamed at this point. He's tossed out of his car into the desert, where he's become basically an outcast in this town called Dirt. Fitting name for a town, don't you think, in the desert? Dirt. Anyway, Rango tries to, quote-unquote, blend in, but eventually attracts a lot of attention by entering a bar. You ever notice that in movies, whenever a stranger enters a bar, everyone just turns around like, "A stranger? Why are you coming in here? You dare to spend money on something? Get out of here." Or something like that. Anyway, in this case, Rango, in his desperate attempt to fit in, creates the identity of, well, Rango, and claims stuff like, "Oh, I've killed those Jenkins brothers, oh, I did this with one bullet," and blah, 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 blah. And he becomes, well, popular. Then, almost a few seconds later, or a few minutes later, he kills a bird that was terrorizing the town. Pretty much by accident, but okay. And he's declared a hero, and he's brought to the mayor, which is a tortoise, and he becomes sheriff. The main problem with the town of Dirt is that their water supply is extremely low, considering the fact that they live in the desert. So, basically he's trying to solve this problem. It doesn't help when the water is actually stolen from a bank. Yes, there's a bank that stores water. So, naturally, Rango is going to save the day, so he assembles a posse together, which at first he calls a possum. And they go hunting down these mole, hedgehog, gerbil, I don't know, I think they're gophers, or mole, I don't know what they are. And they're going after them, they think it's them who has the water. And this is probably the best scene, and I'm sorry, does have some spoilers. The best scene, they're fighting the gopher things. All these gophers come out. There's only 3 originally. The posse is like 5 people, and all these gophers come out, and they have their little miniature guns, and some are riding on road runners. That's what we basically have. We have road runners instead of horses. And then there's bats. The gophers are flying on bats, and it's just hysterical. You have all this shootout and gunslinging, westerns, yee-haws, yo-hos. And you even have music like da 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 da, and it's just so out of control. I just can't stop burst out laughing. And then Rango somehow gets attached to one of the bats, and in slow motion, he's just like, "Wee!" I think he literally says "wee," sort of like a Michael Jackson impersonator. And you hear the music in the background, da 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 da. I don't think I've seen a Western movie this funny since Blazing Saddles. Well, one that wasn't a Western that was pretty much intentionally funny. Alright, and I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but I do have at least 3 things to complain about Rango. Although I really enjoyed this, alright? One is basically, how do these animals have loaded weapons, miniaturized weapons? Oh yeah, suspension of disbelief, never mind. Alright, 2, they keep referring to this like Western spirit or God or spirit of the West. Yeah, spirit of the West, I think that's what they say. And during the thing it's brought up at the beginning by this roadkill armadillo who's played by Alfred Molina, you know, Doc Ock and the guy who stole the idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they make this metaphor about crossing to the other side, crossing over, which is like the road, but I'm guessing it symbolizes death, I don't know. But apparently not, because you could see the armadillo was actually saving the day. And Rango meets the Spirit of the West, which is a human. Okay, and I think that they were trying to go for a Clint Eastwood thing. I think it wasn't voiced by him, but it looked like Clint Eastwood. It sort of seemed like it, because Rango's in this, it's completely no background, white, and you see a golf car with awards, like Oscar awards, and you see the Spirit of the West is human, he's talking to Rango saying, oh, you have to find your own identity, punk. No, he doesn't say that. But I find it funny that this human is talking to an animal. Usually that doesn't work. And I was thinking, maybe it would have been funnier if Rango came upon a commercial being filmed, and that the Spirit of the West wasn't really saying anything to him, but was just looking to a camera, saying lines, and those lines happened to be actually affecting Rango. That would have been a little bit funny, and I thought that's what was actually going on. Alright? But I can actually go with this, alright? I'll go with this. Humans and animals. Well, I could go with this because he's not even a human, he's a spirit apparently, so whatever. Alright? But this is what I do want to address. Jake the Snake. Cool villain. Freaky. I mean, like he's the rattlesnake, but he doesn't have the rattle. He has like this machine gun or something on the back of his tail. He's just like all over the place. And he just has these creepy eyes. And I think he has a little mustache looking thing. B.A. Badass. Alright? And this is actually where I'm going to. He uses the word hell a few times. And he makes it sound creepy, and I'm used to the word hell, alright? But if this is geared towards kids, it's just kind of uncomfortable when you have, even if it is the word just hell, because there are worse words than that. It's kind of uncomfortable for me to see little kids and hear this frightening character with like red eyes, sharp teeth, gun tail, and just saying hell to every now and then. Granted, some cartoons have done that. I'm pretty sure, I think Disney actually did that quite a few times. They've had the devil in their movies quite a few times. You've had Hades, you've had Chernbog. Chernbog is most likely the devil, actually. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of a minor thing. I'm used to that, but and don't get me wrong, he makes it sound creepy when he says it. Like at one point, like, he grabs the girl character, Beans, and she tells him to go to hell, and he's like, where do you think I come from? Or, that's where I came from. And I was like, Jesus! Alright, now, this film was actually good. I did not at all expect this film to be good. Just by looking at the poster, I thought it was going to be stupid. I didn't even know it had anything to do with a Western until like the trailer came out, I think. I still didn't think it was good. I was impressed. And it's a lot better than some of the stuff I've ever seen in the last 2-3 years. It actually treated its audience treated us well, like we had intelligence. I do not think this was a 3D movie. I'm actually not aware of it. If I am, post a comment saying that I'm a moron and there is a 3D version out somewhere. But either way, I recommend it. I saw it with a friend of mine. He has a YouTube channel, AwesomeGrapes. He gave it a good review. I thought it was really good, and it was kind of funny to see another Johnny Depp movie right before Rango, and I think you all know which one I'm referring to, and I will be referring to that movie, well, talking about it real soon. So until then, this is O.M.M. signing out. Savvy.